All right, today, artists, we talked about the principle of art balance, and we'll be opening our sculpture studios, which will be at the yellow table. So when you're getting your paper to work on sculpture, it will be in the same basket as the collage paper. It's the small, thicker paper like this. So the first thing we always do is get our paper and then write our name and teacher code on it. So I'm going to write my name, and I'm just going to write art because I don't have a teacher code, and flip it over. So there is also a bin of paper, cut up paper strips at the table, but you can also use the drawers at collaging at the end of the orange table for any extra things that you want to add to your sculpture. You don't have to just use the paper strips. And there is liquid glue over at the sculpture area. Remember, with this kind of glue, you want to make sure to open it. You're just turning the top orange part. And if you see there's a little space there, that means it's open. Closed, you twist it, and then there's no space. That's closed. So space is open, no space is closed. There are scissors on the yellow bin. Remember, your thumb goes in the smaller hole, your fingers in the large hole, and we always cut with our thumb up in little baby chomps, right? Little chomps, not cutting and closing the scissors all the way. So once you have your name and teacher code, you've got your tools and materials. I want to show you, when we want something to stand up, putting glue along the edge and sticking it like this is not going to work. There's not enough room to put glue on the little edge, so what we have to do is make little tabs or feet. So if you fold your paper up so that you have a tab, now you can make things stand up in your sculpture. So I like to fold it up, and then, like we talked about balance, having the same thing on both sides. If I make a little cut and I fold one the opposite direction, now my art can stand up, but also making those folds helps it so you can also bend your art, right? You can bend it in different directions, or you can leave it standing straight, totally up to you. And then on my feet, very gently, I'm going to just do little tiny dots of my glue. And you want to make sure it's in the middle. If it's too close to the edge, your glue is going to squirt out all over your picture. Dot, 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 not a lot. And smoothing it out, you can make things stand up, just like that. If you wanted to make something round and stand up, I'm going to take this piece, cut it. Again, I'm going to fold it to make my tab, but this time, because I want it to roll, it doesn't bend very well like this. I can't make a tube. But if I take my scissors and I just do little chomps, I do two more. Now I can roll my paper. So I'm going to just do a little bit of glue here. Again, dot, dot, not a lot. And hold it. Now this you want to hold, and you want to count to, I don't know, as high as you can count, but you have to pinch it tight. Remember, glue's not magic, so you have to hold it till it's almost dry. And then again on the bottom of your tabs, dot, dot, not a lot. And now you can add the tube to your picture. And make sure that you're pressing down on all your tabs so that it stays. Another thing we can do is practice folding back and forth and back and forth. And you can make kind of like a spring like this. I'm going to do this back and forth, back and forth. And then again on the very ends where I have these little tabs, I'm going to dot, dot, knot a lot on one. Put this one here. And I'm going to dot, dot, knot a lot on the other one. Oops, that popped off. Remember, like I said, glue isn't magic, so sometimes you got to hold it down, press it, and count. Make sure it's glued down. And now I've got like a little bridge. You can also do, I'm going to do a shorter piece, and this time I'm going to twist. I'm going to twist. So this time I'm just going to curl it. But again, I need my little feet or tabs. I'm going to put glue on my tabs. Dot, dot, not a lot. Dot, dot, not a lot. And then I'm going to twist and make a little curl. So I always want to make sure that we're not using too much glue so that we don't make a big mess. And that's a way we can make a little paper sculpture. Remember, sculptures are 3D, and we're using balance when we're making our tabs to help our things stand up. Balance, remember, means it's the same weight. So we have to have little feet, just like we have feet as people, so we don't fall down. All right? When you're done, remember, these go on the 3D shelf with the red K for kindergarten, scissors, and go back in the yellow bin. Your glue, you're going to close it. And if you have any glue, you can use the paper towel to wipe it off. That goes in the yellow bin. Pencils get put away. And any extra papers you have can go back in the bin. If they're gluey papers that you're not using, those need to be thrown away. And then we sit silently in our seats. Happy creating!